Hello everyone, welcome back to our weekly market analysis video with me, Frankie, your market analyst at Markets4U. In today's video, we'll be looking at the key economic events and data releases from March 9th to March 13th, 2026. I've already set up my screen to display the economic calendar from the traders room at Markets4U. I've set the dates from March 9th to March 13th, covering this week's important events in GMT. Please remember to adjust to your respective time zones. Let's dive into this week's events. Monday starts with German industrial production and factory orders, Japanese household spending, and Australian Westpac consumer confidence change. Tuesday brings Australian NAB business confidence, German balance of trade, US existing home sales, and Japanese PPI figures. Wednesday features the crucial US inflation data including both headline and core inflation rates. Thursday includes UK RICS house price balance, US housing starts and building permits, US balance of trade, US initial jobless claims, and Canadian building permits along with balance of trade. Friday concludes with a major day featuring UK GDP and industrial production, Eurozone industrial production, US GDP second estimate, US Core PCE price index, the Fed's preferred inflation gauge, US durable goods orders, Canadian employment figures including employment change and unemployment rate, and US Michigan consumer sentiment. This week's key market-moving events will be US inflation data on Wednesday, US Core PCE price index on Friday, and Canadian employment data also on Friday. These releases should create significant opportunities across major pairs. Now, let's go to the technical analysis. This week, we'll focus on the US dollar against the Japanese yen and the British pound against the US dollar, as both instruments show contrasting technical patterns heading into key data releases. Let's start with the US dollar against the Japanese yen. Looking at the daily chart, the dollar-yen pair is currently trading around 157.78, showing sustained bullish momentum. The price has moved higher above the 20-day moving average, confirming the strong upward trend. The stochastic oscillator has been consolidating around the overbought area for the past few weeks since February 19th, indicating persistent buying pressure. Looking at important levels, the US dollar against the Japanese yen has support at 156.45 and 154.96, while resistance can be found at 159.16 and 160.71. Wednesday's US inflation data and Friday's US Core PCE price index will be crucial events for this pair. The prolonged consolidation in the stochastic overbought area since mid-February is unusual and suggests extremely strong bullish sentiment. The price holding above the 20-day moving average reinforces this strength. The next target for bulls will be the 159.16 resistance level. If Wednesday's US inflation data comes in hotter than expected, showing the monthly rate at 0.3% instead of the forecasted 0.2%, it could provide the catalyst to break toward this resistance and potentially the 160.71 level. Now, let's turn to the British pound against the US dollar. On the daily chart, the pound-dollar pair is currently trading around 1.3406, showing signs of indecision. The price is consolidating below the 20-day moving average, indicating bearish pressure. The stochastic oscillator is consolidating with a potential of moving higher near the middle area at the 39 level, suggesting a possible reversal or bounce. Looking at key levels, the British pound against the US dollar has support at 1.3106 and 1.2942, while resistance stands at 1.3701 and 1.3870. Friday's UK GDP data will be important for the pound. The monthly GDP is expected to show growth of 0.1%, matching the previous reading. The consolidation below the 20-day moving average is a concerning sign for pound bulls. However, the stochastic positioning in the middle area with potential to cross higher suggests buyers may be attempting to step in. The 20-day moving average will be the key level to watch. If the pound can reclaim this level, it could open the path toward the 1.3701 resistance. However, strong US inflation data on Wednesday could reinforce dollar strength and push the pair toward the 1.3106 support level. Both instruments could see considerable volatility this week. Traders should be particularly cautious during Wednesday's US inflation release and Friday's US Core PCE data, as these events can cause sudden spikes in volatility and potential gap risks. Remember, always manage your risk carefully and never invest more than you can afford to lose. That's it for this week's analysis. See you in the next video.